I consider myself a student of comedy, right? I'm not a master. I'm always learning, right? And one of those things is I look at the business side, like especially now more than ever, I look at the business side. Like
it's not just stand up. We're showcasing everybody.
We're going to have comedy magicians. We're going to have improv. We're going to have classes in case someone wants to learn to write a joke, learn to do improv. English, Spanish, y sac passe. We're going to have Criollo. There is a potential to make things happen right now. And it's crazy because this is my spiel. Ready? Okay. We are one of 4 major metropolitan cities, I believe, in the United States. I believe it's New York, LA, Chicago, and I believe Miami's right there. I believe Miami's right there. And if you don't believe me, go look at all the high-rises getting built and look at all the skyscrapers that are coming out of Miami. We're growing quickly, right? And the one thing Miami is in need of that all those other cities don't have is we only have one real club. I don't trust myself after all the pain I've held. I know myself too well, been in and out of hell. Back in 2022, there was this Instagram message that went out to a bunch of comedians like, oh, we want you to ghostwrite roast for my husband. We'll pay you $2,000. And a bunch of comedians were submitting, but the problem is they're also like submitting their bank accounts and shit like that. And a lot of them got fucked. And big time comedians got fucked with it because because they were thinking like, oh, it's like 5-10 minutes, easy 10,000.
Miami comedians, or this was like
this was national. This is national. It was a scam that was getting run by and it was. So I guess there was like a guy who's targeting specifically comedians because it was an easy thing, easy sell, and comedians. I hate saying this, even the best ones, they're not making that great amount of money. Even the biggest. So like a $2,000 offer to write like 15 minutes worth of work, it was an easy sell.
Wow.
And the scammer picked up a lot. He fucked over a lot of people.
Jesus, that is crazy. That's okay, a movie.
You can ask in the scene. You can ask Winton about it. Winton got it. It was crazy.
Craziness.
Yeah.
Well, this is craziness on the Heir Cast. This is how we start. This is how we get it popping. Welcome back, folks. Another day, another pod. Thank you all so much for coming along. Subscribe. Do all those things you like. Today we got 2 friends of the show, friends of me in my adventure into this comedy world as we interview comedians and go to comedy shows. I've gotten to meet Raul and Kelly. So now I get to introduce y'all to Raul and Kelly.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey. And we're here today on a mission. It's very specific because we're talking about something important because the people, the fans, the world, everybody wants to know. What was the last comedy festival in Miami in 2016? What was the last one?
So that's a great question. The last large-scale comedy festival ever happened in Miami was the South Beach Comedy Festival.
South Beach Comedy Festival.
It was huge.
Wow.
So that festival, to give you some background into it, was ran by Live Nation, WME, and Comedy Central.
Wow.
So it was like a triple threat of like these big entertainment giants. They wanted to make comedy happen in Miami. One of the reasons WME was involved because WME, for those who don't know, was William Morris Endeavor. It was a big talent agency. They had an office here in Miami. And the CEO of that office, and I love the guy. I've actually spoken to him a few times. He wanted to bring comedy to Miami. He thought that comedy can happen in Miami and be successful. It was a good market, right? He was a little too early on that because what he was expecting was all the snowbirds, all the New Yorkers that were going to come down, and since there's a big comedy scene in New York, they thought it can transfer to Miami.
Transplant.
Exactly.
Okay.
So they brought to the Fillmore. It happened about 7 times in the Fillmore. They even locked down Lincoln Road, and they'll put a stage on Lincoln Road. And at that comedy festival, they had Joe Rogan, Daniel Tosh, Chappelle.
What?
Wow.
Will Ferrell came out to it. It was a big monster comedy festival. They would even launch Comedy Central shows. They'll do like private screenings of new Comedy Central shows there. And then, unfortunately, WME left Miami. Comedy Central, unfortunately, we all see what Comedy Central's turned into now. And they all pulled out. And then that was the reason for, I want to say the Collapse was the reason why that shut down. And that was a really strong festival. And we haven't had something like that in Miami, hopefully until now. That's what we're aiming for.
I love it. And right now, you guys are striking the iron where it's hot. I think comedy's in a bubble right now. You brought it up earlier. Even the biggest comedians aren't eating like that. Right now is the first time I think in the century, in the history of life, of life on Earth, that there's multiple stadium comics at one time. There's multiple guys doing stadiums. That's never existed. Never ever existed.
Crazy. You know, you always had like one a generation.
That's taking over, right,
the first one, I know some people are not going to believe this, was Steve Martin. Steve Martin was the first stadium comic. It was huge, right? Then to the 80s, you had Eddie Murphy kind of hit that. Robin Williams was coming into his own. And then we had like a lull in the 90s. But then you know who brought it back into 2000s? And a lot of people shit on this guy, but he brought back comedy.
Cat? Who?
No.
Who?
Dane Cook.
Dane Cook's huge.
Dane Cook was the first big real stadium comic in the 2000s. And he doesn't get credit for that. And I understand he's a complicated figure and stuff like that.
What makes him complicated? What do you mean?
He has.
Dane Cook, like when you say Dane Cook, I think Comedy Central.
Yeah,
and like that was just killing dude. When I was a kid growing up.
Bro, I remember me and my brother watching Comedy Central Presents. I grew up. I didn't watch TRL. I didn't watch MTV. I would stay up late at night and watch like Comedy Central and Richard Pryor's sets. Right, I was a weird kid. Right. And I remember watching my brother 2 of the Comedy Central Presents and being like, these are the next guys. These are clearly the next guys. One of them was Dane. That Comedy Central Presents still, I watch it to this day. It kills me every time. And he's losing his hair. You could tell he totally got a hair transplant. He went to Turkey before I did.
Dane Cook money, baby.
You got to get that money. The other guy was a guy named Pablo Francisco, who I thought he was, I don't know if you guys remember Little Tortilla Man. He used to do a lot of impersonations.
Okay.
And I thought those 2 were going to be like the next jump off point. And then what actually got Dane finally really into spotlight was, ironically, MySpace. He was the first major celebrity on MySpace to have 1 million followers.
Really?
And he was the first one to like put like his skits and stuff like that on MySpace. It was a big deal.
How was he using MySpace? Was he using MySpace like just like to drop content, or was like he interacting with fans?
He was interacting with fans. He saw a pathway that not a lot of other comedians were doing at the time. And like I remember he did skits with who is the guy from Family Matters? He's old. He died recently. Comedian, glasses. The
Family
dad.
Matters?
Not Family Matters. The one in San Francisco. Days go by.
Danny Tanner, right?
Yes, Danny Tanner.
Oh,
Who's Danny Tanner? Get me in. Bob Saget. He was doing skits with Bob Saget, and I was like, holy crap. And it was like a big deal. So I can't thank Dane Cook enough, because the world we live in now, where you got to put your bits, you got to put all your skits, you got to do all your sets, and have something thrown up to content online, that started with Dane Cook, honestly. He was like the progenitor to all that.
That's cool. That's a cool. So how old are you, Raul?
I am 38.
38.
Yeah, I'm old. I'm an old man.
Minus the hair thing, killing it.
Thank you. I appreciate it, bro.
I know people younger than me that are fucking balding, bro. So thank you. I know people in high school that were balding. So that's good, though, man. So the perspective you had on MySpace, because I was on MySpace, but I'm there coding, like, worry about who's my top.
Yeah,
yes,
dude.
I was looking at it from the business standpoint, like that, like how were comedians and artists even using it at the time. And I remember music being on MySpace, but I never remember artists interacting with people.
Yes, dude.
So that must have been crazy.
It was crazy because I don't know if you remember this. There were not many celebrities on MySpace in the beginning. Like they were like very
Tom.
Yeah,
Tom's
it was Tom.
That's it.
Tom, the ex-girlfriend that you were trying to get back with, is number 2.
It was real people. It was tangible people.
Your actual crush was number 7, and then your family made up the other 3.
Yeah, that's crazy. So that's. And I think of Dane Cook as an innovator because of the characters he would do. He would do like, what was the name of the fucking?
He would do the BK Lounge.
But he would do a Spanish accent character. He would do characters. No, yes. He would do puppets, right?
No.
Am I tripping on that?
No, he would do puppets.
He would do puppets.
Well, he was on Crank Yankers. He Crank
Yankers was its own thing, but
he
would put out a dude on the stage. You would do a whole thing like that. Am I tripping?
Are you thinking Jeff Dunham, maybe?
No.
The jalapeno on the stick?
That's what I'm thinking of.
That's
what
which
I
can
don't think so. I think Dane Cook had a couple skits.
The jalapeno, those what I was just referencing.
Jalapeno on a stick.
That's what I was referencing.
Can I tell you something? Who do you think
Jeff
is
Dunham.
the number 1 earner of comedians since 2005?
Right now, I think it's Bert Kreischer, right?
It's Jeff Dunham.
Oh, it is Jeff Dunham still?
Jeff Dunham as a touring not talking about TV, not talking about movies.
touring.
Jeff Dunham is number one by far, and I'll tell you why. He had a residency in Las Vegas for like 20 years, and that's like the tremendo billete.
That's crazy.
Right there. And it was like a sellout every time. And I'm going to tell you the other thing, where he really makes his bread and butter, merchandise. I promise you this, and every person has seen this. Everyone has seen a Jeff Dunham T-shirt. At least one. You've at least... I kill you. I kill you.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've seen that shirt at least once in your life.
K-E-E-L, yeah. I kill you.
I kill you. And it's crazy. Those little things, you know, I consider myself a student of comedy, right? I'm not a master. I'm always learning, right? And one of those things is I look at the business side. Like, especially now more than ever, I look at the business side. Like, how do people make money? How does comedy work in the financial sense? How does it work to market yourself and stuff like that? It's a very important tool. You know, it's one of the things I recommend to every comedian. I know you think that being funny is what's going to get you ahead, but it's not. It's honestly, I hate saying this, and you can say this as a musical person, it's 10%. It's 10% of it. It
really
is.
marketing.
People buy you.
It's a lot of
People buy the
marketing.
People
person.
buy you.
Yep.
People, that's sales, homie. That's sales. Whether you're selling
Absolutely.
books, cigarettes, anything, you're selling vacation homes, people are buying the product regardless. People are choosing to buy it off you when they relate to you and feed into your personality. And that's what's cool about the pod, like with artists and comedians and everything. Look, the shirt, speaking of comedians with merch,
Yeah.
Sergio
Please.
Mendes is going to be at the Coconut Grove Comedy Festival, which we're here to promote. But yeah, man, it's an extension of what you're doing. And bro, with music, bro, I can't tell you how many artists that I didn't really care for, but then I hear them say something on an interview. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes me look at this artist in a different way.
Yeah.
And it helps me buy into them more.
Makes
So
you
that,
believe in them. Believe in
Believe
their
in them.
mission. Believe in their why.
True.
Believe in what makes them tick, and it makes them relatable to you.
100%. Yes. So let's fast forward now. How do you guys put together the Coconut Grove Comedy Festival? Are you two behind it? What's going on exactly?
There's three of us.
Okay.
And I will tell you this. I might be the cuerpo of the comedy festival. Daba might be the heart, but the brains and the blood that moves to the comedy festival is this young lady.
Kelly
here.
Kells, okay.
Yes.
Brains and the
Hello.
shoulders. If you know, you know.
I had to hide them today, and I didn't want to scare them.
That's on the Patreon. You'll see them. Uncensored.
It came by. Daba had a show at Coconut Grove. It was an outdoor show. We were doing it for another festival type thing. It was called King Mango Strut. It's like a little parade they do. It's
King
a funny
strut? Like I'm strutting?
King, like you're strutting.
Okay,
King
the
Mango
King
Strut, and it happens on one of the roads of Coconut Grove. They shut it down. They do a little parade, right? So we're there doing a show to promote the parade, and Daba turned to me and he goes, "What would you think about doing a comedy festival in Coconut Grove?" Daba, of course, has Mike Daba. By the way, follow him, Mike Daba.
Shout out Mike Daba.
He has a few shows in Coconut Grove, and after I did my set, I was like, you know, bro, let me walk Coconut Grove. And I literally, that night, while everyone else was doing their sets, I walked up and down Main Highway, and I started looking at shops. I started looking at restaurants. I started looking at stages, and I was like, this could happen. We can make this happen here. Because I would argue in Miami, and there's many beautiful parts of Miami, I don't think there's any better place in Miami to walk in than Coconut Grove. Because you're walking by Michelin star restaurant, a bar that's been there since the beginning of time.
History.
Like, there's historical, it's beautiful. There's weird ass birds flying around you.
Yeah, there's shade, there's trees.
And it's a beautiful area, and it's historical.
And it's built for pedestrians.
And it's built for
that.
pedestrians.
Important.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, let's do this. I pitched to Kelly. Kelly got me and Daba together, and we just started doing it. We started making it happen. At also a Coconut Grove staple, Flanagan's. Please check out Flanagan's. I don't know if you heard about it.
First official meeting was at Flanagan's.
Hell yeah.
The
In
original.
the Grove, the original.
A lot of business goes down in Flanagan's. Okay, and then so coming together, putting like, is the name like right there at the beginning? Like, do you guys just stick with the name off the rip? Is it kind of like this?
That's totally Daba. Daba did the name Coconut Grove Comedy Festival. We wanted to roll with it. I know it's more than 20 letters, but I don't care. It got to the point. It was Coconut
There's
Grove.
a rule of more than 20 letters that you shouldn't do.
Usually yes. For those who want to start your own social media, if you're gonna make a handle for your social media, has to be within 20 letters. They've decided. Through analytics and research, and I'm not making this up. Talk to ChatGPT about this. A person will only type up to 20 letters before they give up on something.
Chat, is it true?
Let's confirm. But we got it all in there.
And what's one of the challenges you guys first run into, like putting this together? Is it hitting the venues up? How does that work? How do you approach the venues?
To be honest, it's coordinating all of the people. It's we have over 7 venues. 2 of those venues actually have 2 locations in each of those venues. So it's really like 9 venues.
Oh, and
102 comics.
So let's run down through the optics of the festival. Yeah. So 9 venues, and things are going on at all different venues at
the same time, concurrently.
Nice. Wow.
So we have a certain like showrunners and room hosters that are in charge of these rooms, because we can't be everywhere, at the same time. And our job is to make sure that, these comedians are getting there at the same time. So you'll have like Esther Koo here, and then at 9:00, and then we'll be like, okay, well, she has to get to this other show at 9:30. We're gonna have to be
swapping
golf
locations, swapping venues, right. Like music festivals.
Venues.
That's how music festivals are.
Exactly how it is.
Yes.
It's 102 comics currently.
That is dope. 102
on our list.
Wow, 102.
Thank you, brother.
And we're trying to really pay homage to what comedy's about, the creative side. So it's not just stand-up. We're showcasing everybody.
First show you guys announced was Master Debaters, right?
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah.
But and it's not just stand-up, like Kelly said.
Yeah.
We're going to have comedy magicians. We're going to have improv. We're going to have classes in case someone wants to learn to write a joke, learn to do improv.
That's cool.
We're going to have English, Spanish, Isaac Pase. We're going to have Criollo. We're representing everything about Miami, because I'm tired. Oh, man, I'm about to go on a rant.
Come on, that's what we're here for.
Everybody's tired.
I'm tired of Miami getting bad mouth as a bad comedy.
Thank you, Dan Soder. If you're listening, this is for you, man.
Not
What's
just
up
Dan,
with you, dog?
Not just Dan, man.
He came out hating on Miami not too long ago.
Well, that's because his boy just got fired. So I'm sorry, Dan, that your boy couldn't coach a football team. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true, man. McDaniel, come on, bro.
Oh my God.
Yo, wow. Okay. All
Dude.
Right. Dolphins, tighten up.
Yeah, bro. Okay. I'm sorry that the 49ers haven't won a Super Bowl since Joe Montana, but okay, relax. All right? Jesus. Just keep smoking, Dan. You relax, all right? I love you, by the way. Please come to our comedy festival.
Bro. He's goated, man. So just shouting out Dan Soder. Come on, dude. Like, this is crazy. All right, moving past that. But so you want to reframe the idea of comedy in Miami, because a lot of these outsiders have, I guess, and comedians I've heard a lot of comedians on podcasts say, bigger comics. Chris Stefano said it. I've heard, I think, Joe Liss say it. It's hard for them to come down to the Miami Improv. They'll just do the Dania, because it has a whole other day of travel. It has a whole other, and there's only one club out here like that's built for comedy. So it kind of deters outsiders coming in. But Miami's growing here. I've had countless comedians on the show. I go to comedy shows all the time. Miami's
We are in a boom era right now, and there is a potential to make things happen right now. And it's crazy, because this is my spiel. Ready? Okay. We are one of 4 major metropolitan cities, I believe, in the United States. I believe it's New York, LA, Chicago, and I believe Miami's right there. I believe Miami's right there. And if you don't believe me, go look at all the high rises getting built and look at all the skyscrapers that are coming out of Miami. We're growing quickly, right? And the one thing Miami is in need of that all those other cities don't have is we only have one real club, one real one. New York has at least 7. Chicago has not only like 5 or 6, but they're historical, like places that SNL guys came from. And, LA's LA. LA has like all of entertainment.
Legacy clubs.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's something that we are been striving and clawing and trying to make happen here. Get the funding for, get the finances for. And part of doing this comedy festival is to bring all the eyes of the United States to Miami.
Yep.
Yeah.
And band everybody together, change the culture. You know, not just for the fans, but also for the comedians. Change the culture of how we work together.
100%.
You know, everybody's really rallied behind the festival, and that's what's really been moving. You know, 102 comics is not an easy feat.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Crazy. And so we're locked at 102, or is there some surprise guests?
I mean, we might have some surprise guests. We actually have one close friend of mine that might come. We're very excited. There's a lot of surprises. There's a lot of things in store that a regular attendee. I mean, we're about to drop the schedule, but there's still things that we're working on, mechanisms in the back that are about to take place. And the more that this comedy festival gets into the public eye, get ready for 2027. Yep. Is what I'm saying. I'm not to talk mad shit right now, but
we already know what's happening in
2027 is going to be bananas.
Nice.
Yeah. That's why we're excited, because this is really a stepping stool to what is to come. Like, we're almost we know that after this year, that next year we are going to probably have much bigger names. Mm-hmm. You know,
build, so definitely
exactly.
Build.
It will definitely build.
Cool.
Not to say that the big names we have already are not big enough. They're crazy. Exactly.
Crazy. I'm looking forward to seeing Chris Cilio for the first time in person. He's killing it. Is he the first person from Miami to go on Kill Tony?
Not the first person.
Who else has gone on?
Actually, one of our main headliners, Amber Joy Lane, was on Kill Tony.
Oh, okay.
So Kill Tony used to travel before they had
the traveling show, before they were
the
locked in
Comedy
Austin.
Store, and then when they moved to Comedy Mothership, they were travel. And one time they did in the Dania Improv.
Oh, really? I never knew that.
Yes, bro. It was back actually in the middle of the
pandy.
Watch
that episode.
In the middle of the pandy,
it happened. In the middle of the pandy. Okay.
Yeah.
Pandemic for those.
Yes. Actually, the one who got the golden ticket in that episode is a guy I love, and I wish he'd come out more, as Freddie Finnerty. Please go check out Freddie Finnerty. But Amber Joy Lane was on that episode. Yep. There's been Alex Tarno's been recently on.
Has the dude that won a bunch of Master Debaters gone on yet? He left. I know
Thomas.
Has he gone on?
Thomas has gone on,
yeah.
I believe, twice, and he's done great twice. Yeah. So that's the exciting thing as well, that Miami comics used to have this reputation for some reason that we weren't good enough. We couldn't hold up to the caliber of a New York or a Chicago comic.
Stupid.
It's stupid because you can see, look, 2 Florida comics are now in SNL main casters, which is Marcelo and
Cam Patterson. Shout out Cam Patterson.
All right, and now, I mean, Cilio won a gold ticket. The Mountain's been on Kill Tony. Tarno's been on Kill Tony, and they're dominating the Austin scene right now.
Yeah, Cilio's damn near becoming a regular. They bring him a lot. He's coming up a bunch of times. I've seen clips of him.
Yes, dude. Yeah. So it's out there. There is growth, and it's beautiful growth in the New York community, Austin community that's coming from Miami, and it only makes me, I want to say pride because I didn't help them, but I am just so happy for those dudes.
It's your city. That's how I feel about Miami artists, Miami actors. That's how I feel about anything Miami. Like it's cool to be proud about where you're from and see people doing things you're interested in, representing the city, dog. So I completely relate to that.
One of our Spanish headliners is actually coming from Atlanta. He's out there shooting movies. Cesar Pichardo. And he's a triple threat because he can speak English, Spanish, and Criollo. There you go.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay,
so,
cool.
You know?
Nice.
Criollo, not the mojo, this little language, okay?
Yeah.
Dope. Okay. And then, so what would be some advice you would give to people coming out to Miami for the show? So, like tourists and things like that.
Come. I mean, look, the beautiful thing about this comedy festival, to give you an idea, you can walk literally one end of this comedy festival to the other in 20 minutes.
Dope. Dude, wow. So it's compact.
It's
cool.
compact. You can literally see all. It's your pick your own adventure, bro. You let's say, hey, you want to see a roast battle, you can see a roast battle. But hey, you know what? I want to see what a Spanish show's like. I can go to a Spanish show. I can just pick my own adventure throughout the night. You can also get drunk as fuck and have a great time in Coconut Grove. You can have a party. You can get a hotel at the Mutiny. Yep. Okay? We partnered with the Mutiny, dudes.
Yeah.
They filmed Scarface there. Come on.
Crazy. Yeah. That's what Scarface filmed there. Yeah, that's cool.
My mom and dad met at the Mutiny, okay?
Wow.
It's a big deal.
Scarface era for real.
Is that where it happened?
Posiblemente, you know?
We partnered with a lot of great businesses that are also going to be offering discounts to all of the festival attendees as they're attending. So it's not just, it's really bringing comedy Miami comedy on the map, but it's also bringing people to Miami and the Grove and just having them have a good time.
Nice.
With the comics and get to know the comics. It's not just them performing.
So selfishly, who are some comics you're both looking forward to seeing, Rob?
They're guys I came up with. So, and they're guys I can't wait. I can't wait for you guys to meet these people. One show we're going to have is the King of Crowd Work show. We're going to have the Kings of the Crowd, it's called.
Cool.
Okay, and it's two comics who I adore.
Yeah.
Both of them come from the same area.
They're hosting the show?
No,
the King
we'll
of the Crowd
have a
concept.
host, but they're going to be the main acts of that show.
Okay.
And both of them came from the same area. The most disrespected area of Miami, I would say, which is South Dade, which is Homestead, which is Gould, which is Florida City.
Okay.
Yeah.
And those two are Jay McCord and Rolando Gomez.
Oh, Rolando's episode 62 master debaters. One of my favorite Mexicans of all time. He's hilarious. So he's doing the King of Crowd Work show. It's going to be him.
It's going to be him and Jay
McCord.
McCord.
Okay,
and
nice.
I promise you, those are the two best crowd work comedians, not only in the state, but I would say in the nation.
Rolando's a monster. Rolando's a monster. Jay told me off the rip, Rolando's going to be big. And ever since then, every time I see Rolando, it's hilarious. But he's a killer. He's a killer. Okay, that's cool. What about you, Kelly? Who are you looking forward to seeing?
My favorite showcase is actually our headliner showcase. That has Esther Koo, Jay Moreno, Tom Dustin.
Huge.
We have our big hitters. I think I'm missing one.
Amber Joy.
Nice.
See?
That's going to be big.
So we have some major hitters that are coming in from, 3-4 different states?
Yeah.
So
I mean, Jay Moreno's a touring comedian. He's doing like Zany
It's
Chicago
huge. Been on
like
the show,
a week
yeah,
before.
friend of the
Yeah.
show. Shout out Jay. He's huge, major. He's one of the people. He's the first person actually that pointed out to me the fact that the dichotomy of no clubs in Miami. When he said it on our conversation, I didn't understand it, but it blew my mind because I go to comedy shows. But it's the improv.
And their
improv's the one.
rooms. Their little rooms.
Right.
Not
Yeah,
shows.
yes. And ever since he's told me that, I've said it to other homies in comedy, for friends that go to comedy shows, like, oh, that's not true. There's more than. I'm like, yeah, but those venues are bars. They're restaurants that, they're doing a comedy night. It's not the same. I go to the Bend all the time. Yeah. They'll do a comedy night here and there, but that's a club. It's like a lounge. You feel me? It's not specifically designed for that.
And not to knock those venues. In fact, thank you so much for those venues to be doing
They're
what they
awesome.
do.
Without them, we don't get here. Without
them,
another venue doesn't open up. Who knows? Rogan might open up the mothership too out here. You don't know what the case is. All they need is one person with bread to see the opportunity. If I had the bread, I would have done it. You feel me? So,
Joe Rogan, please. You and Elon Musk money, please. For God's sakes. Please. I'll eat all the alpha brain you want me to, okay? I will do all the what's the other thing he has?
On it.
All the On It clothing. I will tattoo your logo on my face. I have no problem with that, please.
You got a little Palantir logo and then he'll do it.
And a Palantir, yes.
Rogan, I'm kidding. Elon, Musk's Miami. I know you're big on legacy.
Wait, Zuckerberg's down here, bro. Well, come on. If your boy's down here, you can come down here too.
For real. Okay, and are you guys being conscious of booking certain comics in certain venues like together? Is there a situation these comics blend together more? Is there a situation like that?
We're curating
our shows. We are first we're clearly by language, number one.
Yeah.
But also so Saturday from 12 to about 5. Most of those, actually all those shows are going to be clean shows. Yeah. So every age can attend, not just the adults, not just
kids
people on a
free.
party. Kids can come in for free
That's
with parent
important.
supervision, please.
So it's a family affair.
It's a family affair, dude.
And after a certain point, just know that the comedy may get a little.
That's how it is on the cruise lines. On cruise lines, there's comedy shows throughout the night, but the earlier ones are less raunchy, and as it gets later, they get raunchier. So same concept. Okay, that's
you never know. You might inspire some new little kids to start doing comedy.
You know what? Can I drop a little piece of news that no one else has gotten? Are you ready for this?
Please, exclusive.
Saturday at 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
At 2 p.m. Only in Dade is sponsoring a domino tournament that we're going to have entre medio of the comedy festival.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Are you guys good at dominoes?
Dude, I'm okay.
That's why we need you all to come out to play.
April 24th to 25th, but the Saturday is 25th. Yeah,
it's Friday and Saturday, right? Both
yeah.
Cool.
It's a staple of Miami. That was the hangout place.
That is true. When I was in high school, senior year, I was going to Mr. Frogs, and that was a pop. And I remember Singer Frogs, whatever.
Senor Frogs, yes.
Wait, you were about to fight him,
Singer
but
Frogs.
I was like, You're like, wait, Senor Frogs, not Mr. Frogs.
What a fucking correction.
Oh, yeah.
Senor Frogs. Okay, Karen.
Don't talk about my place like
My
that.
dad just turned into Karen. That was crazy. But I remember being a senior in high school, sneaking into Senor Frogs. And I used to be like, yo, this is such a mission. When I'm 21 in 2-3 years, this is going to be a lot easier. And then when I was 21, I think the grove died out.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. And, the grove we had...
Johnny Rockets that was
the
on
Johnny
the
Rockets,
Johnny Rockets.
the Mr. Moe's. Do you guys remember Mr. Oh man, Moose Juice from Mr. Moe's. Oh my God, how many girls? I'm joking.
You guys are young and shit, but I remember before Coco Walk was there.
Yeah, when you had Howling at the Moon and shit, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And then when they built Coco Walk, there was a club called Baja's up there that was incredible.
Oh yeah.
No.
So back to business here. Let's go over the gist of the event. So Friday, doors open when? How early can we come out?
5 p.m.
5 p.m. Okay, cool.
5 p.m. Our first show kicks off, and it's actually at our headquarters doors.
Nice. They just had their anniversary, right? For like comedy.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a 12-year anniversary.
Staple for comedy for a long time. I just went for the
Absolutely.
first time not too long ago.
It's amazing. Just to bring back why Coconut Grove Comedy Festival is so important that it happens in the Grove is because the original Miami Improv, which now is where Carbone is, that was the original Miami Improv.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was the
Yes,
first location,
that was the
and then they moved
original
to-
first location.
Oh.
And a lot of the great early Miami comedians came out of that improv. Talking about your Flip Schultz, Dave Williamson, Lisa Coroya, Forrest Shaw, Al Jackson, Neri Sines, Lando Leyba. You may not know these names, but I guarantee you multiple of these names have been on The Tonight Show. Dave Williamson had a half hour in Comedy Central. Like a lot of big names. Ricky Cruz, I mean, not forget another one. And that was, I mean, man, the first time I ever saw comedy was at that Miami Improv. I saw, before he was known as Fluffy, it was Gabriel Iglesias. And I saw him there murder. Wow. He did so good. Man, I don't know if I should tell you. Okay, Gabriel Iglesias is doing so good, a lady had a seizure in the front row.
Jesus Christ.
He literally... He was killing so hard. I saw his lady go, bro, I thought the lady died. I just saw her go.
How many comedians can say that? I'm sure he's remembered that. How many times has he made people seizure in his crowd? That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he's aware of it too. I'm sure in his arenas, I'm sure people seizure he doesn't know.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, but it's in the front.
That's in front. So wow, that's crazy.
It was
I hope that
crazy.
lady's okay. If not, RP. But
It was crazy seeing City of Miami Fire Rescue come and him still trying to do his set is hilarious.
Wow.
With stretching todo, bro.
how do you watching that? How are you going?
I had hair. Really?
Over 18.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, bro. Oh, man.
Okay. So and then I wanted to go over like the logistics of the show just so people know where what times it could go. Saturday, how early is it opening?
Saturday, we are opening literally at 12 o'clock.
Nice.
Now, those shows that we're going to start off is going to be like seminars, like tutorials. We're going to do classes.
How to tell a joke show.
Like a joke writing, improv class. But we're also going to have some great improv that's going to be happening at the time. We're going to have a lot of great clean shows. Some of the best Miami clean comedians are going to be out there, like your Sean Katz, a guy who's sitting right next to you with a bald head, and some other people. But it's going to be a wonderful experience, and that's going to take place in the Garin Art Cafe and Art Gallery, which is right on Grand. It's owned by a gentleman named Carlos Garin, which I didn't even know this. He was like a former Univision Telemundo star. And he bought a whole block of the Grove, basically. And he's reconverting it. He's trying to give homage to, like, the Bahamian nature of the Grove, which is something that we're trying to do with our show.
Bahamian?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, we have 2 Caribbean shows.
Ooh, like what do you
Like
Caribbean shows?
on a Caribbean show, we have a gentleman that's from from Trinidad.
Not
we
Trini.
have no. Okay. Then we have a Cuban. We have a Dominican. We have a Haitian, a Caribbean show.
I love it. That's cool. That's
So
cool.
we highlight all of the different,
Nice.
cultures.
That's what's up.
That's what we're trying to do. All of the showcases are also different. We have English and Spanish showcases, but we also have like the Caribbean show or the leading lady showcase or the kings of crowd work versus the queens of crowd work.
What's the leading lady showcase? Like all ladies?
All ladies.
Of course.
Leading
Okay.
ladies. G's,
course.
you know, and then or
Catch
the
me out
Brian G's, you know.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
What's the Brian G's? The black people? Shout out Brian is hilarious. That's cool. The black
it's
show.
Brian's friends. Actually.
Oh, Brian's G's. Okay.
Exactly.
They all happen to be black.
They all happen to have a strong melanin texture to them.
Christ. No, not at all. They are not.
The Brian G's is crazy. I mean,
Oh Lord. I promise the name was run by him.
And
He knows
trust
what
me,
he's doing.
there were way crazier names.
There are way crazier names. We have a veteran show. We also have a veteran
Shout out
show.
Jay Millie. I know
Exactly.
he's a
or
comedian.
Manny Hove, who's also,
Okay.
you know,
Nice.
he's
JP Cower.
Nice,
JP
nice.
Cower. So, you know,
JP's also a veteran too.
Yeah.
we're
Like, funny
trying,
dude.
we're trying to, and Chris Morrison.
Shout out to the veterans.
Shout out, bro.
Exactly. We're trying to really just bring the community together, the comedians together, and Miami together.
It sounds like we're
In the Grove.
This is really cool. I'm so excited
Yeah.
to be out there as a fan of comedy. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
You guys are doing it.
Yeah, this
Thank
is
you, brother.
so
Thank you.
awesome. Tickets. How can people get tickets?
Eventbrite. Just type in Coconut Grove Comedy Festival. I promise you we're the #1 SEO on everything. Okay, but if anything, you can find us on Instagram at Coconut Grove Comedy Fest or CoconutGroveComedyFestival.com.
I love it. Do you guys actually eat coconut flavored stuff?
Do I do?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Coconut water.
Okay, I mean that's kind of cheating. Coconut water. Do you get coconut flavored ice cream? Do you like coconuts?
How about some coconut covered shrimp?
Okay, I like how you did
Is that fair?
I like how you did
There
that.
you go. I'll do that.
I'm not gonna lie.
What about you, Raulito?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. The last chocolate that I'm eating from the chocolate box you're getting in Christmas is a coconut one. Okay,
I like that coconut.
I'm not a big coconut guy. Yeah, I used to think I was allergic because I'm allergic to nuts, but then I realized they're not
It's
the
not
same
a nut.
thing. Yeah, I'm also retarded. So
Almond Joys.
Oh, dude, I could tell you're a dad, bro. Only dads like almond joys. I had a whole joke about it. Only dads, only people who have
It's
strong
true.
401ks like almond joys, bro, for some reason.
that's funny.
Okay.
Well, I didn't hear that. What'd you say?
No.
Oh, you could imagine what she said. Listen, okay, and then I do the Shoot Your Shot segment, as you all may be aware. I know the fans are. So for next year's Coconut Grove Comedy Festival, who are some comedians you'd like to reach out to get on? Anybody? Open the door for.
Shoot your shot.
There's some-
I know. Well, there's many of them. One of them I would love to have come, and is someone I've opened for. And he's a comedian, recorded his recent special in Miami. That's Marcelo. I would love to have Marcelo come back to Miami. One of the things we're looking for, there's going to be a new venue available next year in Coconut Grove, a
looking
historic
forward to it.
venue that I think he'll be perfect in. Going back to South Beach Comedy Festival, I would love to bring a lot of those guys. I would love to bring Daniel Tosh, who is a Florida, Miami guy.
Classics.
I would yes, bro.
Classics.
He's from Florida, bro.
Yep.
He's a legend. He's
Legend.
Yeah.
I think he's Orlando. Burt Kreischer is a Tampa guy.
He's a Tampa
Yep.
guy. Yeah, Scientology guy too.
You want to know? You guys might not know this gentleman. He's actually considered the best clean comic of all time. Brian Regan. Brian Regan's from Miami. There's a lot of people from Miami, guys. Like, they don't say it because they rep New York or something like that. But a lot of these comics, and I don't know if it's like the shame of Miami, whatever.
It's because they built in other cities. That's what we're trying to change here. You know,
Yeah.
we're trying to build this
Exactly.
city and that's change that culture so that way they come here to build their careers. Not like here where these comedians here will have to travel to Texas like Chris did. And we love them. We miss Tarno and Chris.
Yeah.
You know, they traveled to Texas to make it out there or to New York to make it out there. You know, Carlos. You know?
Shouldn't have to be that way, though.
It shouldn't have to be that way.
We should create
You know,
infrastructure out here so people
out
can come
here,
up
so
out
Exactly.
people come out here and they have a good time out here and they don't stop at Danium.
Yeah.
You know?
And we have an NBC Univision studio right there in Doral.
Yes.
We have a lot of TV studios here in Miami.
Great
we
point.
have a lot of digital stuff here in Miami that we can make happen.
It's irrelevant. Miami's always relevant.
and
Constantly
Miami's-
relevant. Right now, UFC is going down right now in Miami. It's like
Yeah.
one of the biggest events of the year. So this is good.
We need to capitalize on this as fast as we can and as best as we can. I really do feel like we are the cutting edge now, and that's a beautiful thing. Marcelo showed that. Cam showed that. Chris is showing that on Kill Tony. That Miami is starting to become much stronger than other comedy scenes can even consider.
I love it. I love it. I love it. This is awesome. I'm really happy that you all came and did this. I'm so happy I'm going to be out here. I'm even more excited for the event now. Any advice or tips for anybody? Any comics doing the show? Any comics that are going to do the festival? And anything you want to tell them before?
First, guys, thank you. This is honestly, it was a dream of mine. I never really thought this was going to happen. I appreciate you guys so much. And we will pay it forward, and we will make sure we can do whatever we can. And Miami, thank you for allowing me to do this. This is my Levon Hernandez speech right now. Okay. I love you, Miami.
I love you, Miami. You know? Absolutely.
How about you, Kelly? Anything you want to say to the comics that are going to rock in less than a couple weeks?
Just get prepared. Get prepared. Get your material prepared. I know that a lot of you guys are stretching your materials because you guys are trying new things, trying different languages, you know, really pushing the barriers of your jokes and changing them so that way they fit certain crowds. Just be prepared.
Can we announce one more thing?
Yeah.
Get it, please.
I heard from a little birdie that Heir Podcast is gonna be at the festival. Is that true?
Well, get your tickets, y'all. See out there. You know, we'll be vibing.
We wouldn't be able to do without you.
Hey, I'm just so happy to be included. I'm so happy to be building with y'all. We're putting on Miami, man. This is really what it's about. This is so cool.
That's great. So throw away the LA Lakers jacket, bro. Let's get come on back to Miami.
All right, okay. All right. From 3 people that love Miami, I just want to say thank you all for tuning in. I really hope to see you all out there. Where can they find you guys?
Gold Medal Laughs, number 1. And you can find me at Funny Raul. I'm like Paul with an extra leg. Funny Raul.
Talk to me about Gold Medal Laughs, too. That's a new thing that we're working on as well, right? Talk to me about that. Explain to those uninitiated what Gold Medal Laughs is and what we're building with that.
Well, Gold Medal Laughs is sort of like it's a production company, but it's sort of like we help sponsor comics or sponsor shows or sponsor rooms. We don't really do events. The only event that we do ourselves is the Comedy Olympics, where we just basically put a show on and we showcase their talent. And it's sort of like, you know, iron sharpens iron, and you only get better if you compete against better. Mm-hmm. That's what the Olympics is based off of. So you get the best of the best competing against the best of the best. And we're actually going to be at the Improv doing a Miami versus Broward versus West Palm header June 28th.
That's sick. Oh my God, that's awesome. Yeah. We out there. That's
But
amazing.
Again, we can't do the festival without, you know, the comics and the performers and the other producers that take their time and they're, you know, doing this at all hours to really, you know, build the entertainment industry down here and build the Miami comic scene.
Gotta do it. It takes people to do it. It takes people that are passionate and people, most importantly, that like comedy. I think I think both of you are perfect examples of that. You're students of the game, and most importantly, part of this living, breathing thing that we call the Miami comedy scene that is bubbling. And soon Dan Sooner is going to take his word back.
Thank you for giving us the platform.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be able to.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
It's you cool people like y'all that make this episode, this show cool. So I really appreciate y'all coming through.
Thank you, brothers.
We're going to see y'all there, all right? Peace in the Middle East.
I don't trust myself after all the pain I've held. I know myself too well.